Hey, this is Judging Weights bringing you some hardcore team deathmatch action on the map grind. I'm going to be rocking the B23R. As you can see, my friend Babs right here is also going to be rocking these weapons. He's obviously got them akimboed. I'm just going to be running one of them. But Jerry Pratt actually requested that I use these in a video. So here you go, Jerry. If you've got a weapon that you'd like to see in a video, make sure you leave that for me in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Now, Jerry wanted me to run the extended magazine and FMJs, but I'm just going to be running the extended magazine. I normally don't like running FMJs. I like to use that, spot for something else. But I wanted to talk about attachments for this weapon and just about this weapon a little bit in general. Now, you might disagree with me and feel free to, but I think this is the best overall pistol in the game. I really like it in both hardcore and core. I really like it in hardcore because it's a 3-round burst and it's a little bit more forgiving than, say, a semi-automatic weapon. If you miss with 1 or 2 shots on a semi-automatic weapon, chances are that person is going to shoot you, and with it being hardcore, you're going to be dead. You're not going to be able to live through that. But with the burst fire, like I said, it's just a little bit more forgiving, and so you might miss with 2 rounds, but that 3rd round might catch them. I also like it better than the Cat 40 in hardcore because you can actually take people out at a distance with this weapon. If you try shooting somebody across the map with the Cat 40s, it's going to really recoil and jump up on you, and it's very hard to do that. But with this weapon, you just squeeze it one time, and it's going to put those 3 rounds on target and usually take them out. So that's why I like it in hardcore. In core, I really like it because obviously with a 3-round burst, sometimes you can actually just take one person out with one pull of the trigger, or if you even need to pull it 2 or 3 times, there is such a low wait time in between trigger pulls. It really just makes it really lethal. So that's why I like it in both game modes. Now, as far as attachments for it, I really like the extended magazine, especially in core when you might have to pull that trigger 4 or 5 times. You're not going to run out of ammo, or if you're going against multiple enemies that are close up, you're not going to find yourself running out of ammo and having to reload. So that's why I like running the extended magazine. Once in a while I'll put the laser sight on it if I want to be able to hip fire a little bit more with it, or I might put a suppressor on it if I'm playing a core game mode. But if I only had to pick one attachment, it's going to be the extended magazine, and I usually only have one attachment because I'm running this as a secondary and I don't want to take up a lot of points in that pick 10 system. Now, as you probably noticed, I am running the Cyborg Camo. This is one of the new camos that just came out in DLC for Xbox users. You can either get this one or the Dragon one. I love the way this one looks. I love the reticles, and there my father just killed me on my 12 kill streak. But like I said, I love the reticles. This camo is just awesome looking. I will say this though, I wouldn't recommend it. Now, I know I just said it's awesome looking, but here's the thing. When you equip this on a weapon, it's like, putting up a neon sign saying, "Here I am, shoot me," because it's so bright. If you're the type of person that likes to play tactical and stay hidden, do not equip this camo because you're going to be showing up in a big way. So for that reason, I wouldn't recommend doing it. But let me know if you picked up either one of them and let me know what you think about them. Now, I actually wanted to talk about this weapon from a realistic point of view, which might be a little bit weird. I'm no gun buff or anything like that. I do have several weapons. I've got a couple pistols, an assault rifle, and a shotgun of my own. So I do like weapons. I'm more a fan of the history of weapons, though, and kind of taking a look at different things. And if you look at the history of this weapon, I think most people don't even realize that there is such a thing as a 3-round burst pistol, but there is. Back in the 1970s, Beretta made a pistol that was called the 93R, and I think this weapon is actually based on that. Maybe they have a newer version, I'm not sure. But the Beretta 93R was a 3-round burst pistol, and if you think about it, B for Beretta, B93R compared to the B23R here, it just kind of makes sense that this is kind of like an evolution of that weapon. Now, I could be totally wrong, but if you look up a picture of the B93R, it's kind of interesting because it looks just like the Raffica in Modern Warfare 2. It has that little front folding grip on it. It also can come equipped with a folding stock, and if you would put both of those things on it, it looks exactly like the Raffica. Plus, the R in the 23R actually stands for Raffica, which is an Italian word that I believe means volley or something like that. So that's why I think this weapon is kind of a version of that. And check out Babs with the spin move. But sorry if I geeked out a little bit too much about this weapon. Like I said, I'm just interested in this sort of thing. It's funny how knowledgeable you become about these types of weapons from just playing a video game. You know, I'll be watching a movie and I'll be like, oh, that's an AK-74U, or that's an ACR. My wife will just look at me and be like, how'd you know that? Well, I play it and use it in Call of Duty. You know, I'm sure you do the same thing. But let me know what you think about this video. I would really appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up or a like. As always, though, take care and God bless.